Okay, I have a Ford 6.0 liter getting diesel into the degas overflow tank here. The gaskets have all swelled, everything else, and it smells very strong of diesel inside the cap. What I have done so far is I have removed all the injectors, and one by one as I removed them, pressure tested the system here with a pressure tester. I have the entire coolant system hooked up and filled. And what I found is inside this cylinder cup, there is antifreeze flowing from the side wall. There's a small crack in the side wall there. And the antifreeze is flowing, as you can see, into the cup. If you look into a cylinder where the antifreeze is not flowing in, you see I have the cups nice and clean. So it took a little bit of time pulling one injector at a time until I found it. Of course, I started with the passenger side and it happened to be on the driver's side. It is one of the center cylinders, which the 4 center cylinders are the 2 most common to have this occur. I do have all the injectors out, and my plan is to reseal all 8 injectors. The kit that I bought is from Accurate Diesel, and there's an explanation here of where the diesel goes in and where the crack occurs right here. This is the normal injector, and this is where the diesel goes in, right here in the normal injector, and this is the normal injector cup, where the normal injector cup sits. This is the injector cup that I'm going to install, and hopefully that will block any coolant from getting through that crack after this is installed properly. There is a hole here that it says to line up with the fuel rail still in the head, so fuel will still get into the injector. The kit came with a new cup. Due to the fact that we're changing the size of the cup, it came with a different size injector tip that's going to be installed for this to sit down in properly. It came with Loctite to seal the new injector cup. It came with a tap to tap the old injector cup, a tool to remove the old injector cup, and a tool to install the new injector cup. Also, due to this leak, or due to the diesel getting in the coolant system, all the hoses have swollen inside of the engine compartment. Some of these smaller hoses, I believe I might get away with cleaning, but for the most part, I'm going to have to replace all the hoses, as well as I'll do the thermostat. I'm going to probably redo the degas bottle and also a new radiator cap over here, a degas bottle cap. Underneath all of this over here with the exhaust cooler is the exhaust gas cooler, the EGR cooler down there. That hose is leaking as well, and I see antifreeze coming out into the valley and then running down the back of the motor. So I'm going to do a complete tear down of the top of the motor, check all these other cups and make sure there is no leaks anywhere, replace any cups that need to be replaced, replace all the coolant hoses, of course the EGR cooler hose. Maybe I have a new EGR cooler in stock here, maybe I'll throw one of those in as well while we're down that deep, and I will be back to let you know how all this goes.